Hi, welcome. Ian Wright here, and welcome to Saturday night live meditation for whoever's out there listening. I was just got a couple of emails in last night and this morning that were just so lovely about and supportive of, because it's like I'm talking into my device here, and actually that this stuff is actually helpful to people. So I'll continue doing that if people find it helpful in these crazy times. I was just reflecting on while people come in and sit that I used to travel a lot, practicing in 3 different countries, and now I travel a lot more, but I don't go anywhere. So I'm in my room. I was just looking at my patients for this evening after the meditation, and I'm heading from the west of Ireland to America to Greece to Italy. That's all directly after this. It's amazing, really, and not even leaving the room. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to just do a really simple meditation, resting in the kind of great natural stillness, great natural peace. So what we do with this is we allow the stillness from outside us to bring us into a place of stillness. And the great thing about it is, in doing so, in doing this practice, you start to develop a relationship between yourself and this kind of great peace, this great stillness that's behind everything. And if you attune your frequency to that, it can have a multitude of physiological effects on your body. And I'm always interested in how these things affect our physiologies. And the blood, the heart actually, and the bones have a very strong connection physiologically to stillness, and it can really deeply regulate those particular tissues anyways. So the idea is, and this is in some ways, there's some roots of this in a practice in Tibetan Buddhism, or resting in the great natural peace, they'd call it. The idea about it is resting. So it's like taking refuge, actually, but not falling asleep. It's very easy, if you're tired especially, to kind of drift off if you're doing a kind of meditation. If you can keep, even if you feel drifty, if you can keep some attention within that, it deepens the kind of practice. If you kind of drift off, the Taoists would call it heading towards to oblivion. It doesn't make it a valid practice, but actually if you can maintain some attention while dropping into these slower delta wave brainwaves, and physiologically everything's slowing and resting down, and also keeping your attention, then it's curative. It's quite healing and helps to start that engaging with that plasticity of the brain, etc., etc. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's do it. So we're going to do this via sound, via our hearing. So get yourself comfortable and close your eyes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use our hearing to attune us to this place that's slightly beyond hearing, into the feeling and the realm of the feeling sense, the felt sense. But we're using our senses to drop off beyond our senses. So just when you're comfortable, when you're kind of relaxed, you can use your breathing. You can rest your attention on your breath, which means soften the breath. You can if you soften the breath so you don't hear your breath, and if you rest your attention on your breathing, you can use your breathing to calm, quiet, and soften your brain. It's like a feedback through the breath. But actually the point is you quieten, you soften each breath. You quieten each breath and it quietens your brain. It feeds, neuro feeds back the brain. Now, as things kind of quieten in there a little bit, just bring your attention to your hearing. So, in the background there are sounds, in the foreground is my voice, and in the background there are maybe the sound of the road or the sound of the computer whirring or birds, maybe you've gone to sleep, or someone downstairs cooking or something. That's background sounds that you tune out. So if you use my words, in the gaps between my words, there is a quiet. So attune your attention to the gaps and to there is a stillness that lies behind all those background sounds. So behind, it's like you jump off the edge of hearing into this feeling sense which you can feel. So this stillness has a quiet kind of hum to it, quiet, but you can't quite hear it. It's slightly beyond hearing. It has a quietness to it, and it is outside you. Just attune yourself to that stillness. And as you attune yourself, you're attuning your whole body to it. So the stillness is outside us, but the stillness from the outside is the same potential stillness that's in us. So allow the stillness from the outside meet the potential for stillness in you. And it's like you can dissolve almost into stillness. You become translucent to it, to that feeling quality. And just allow yourself to just really rest in that stillness. Like it's nurturing, holding, protecting you, but it also is you. And just allow your attention to widen so you can sense that quality of stillness right to the horizon. How about the whole world? And as you widen your attention, it sort of like it takes in more, and the stillness gets stronger and more resonant. Allow yourself to feel that stillness right the way through the cosmos universe. So there's this universal stillness that holds everything as one together. Allow yourself to deeply rest while maintaining your attention on the stillness. It's like all your cells love to feel that quality. It brings everything as quality of quietude and calmness, peace. And just resting in this peace. Yeah. And just allow that quiet to restore and refresh you, renewing everything. And everything is renewed. So as you start to come more from that place, then you can act with freedom as opposed to react to life, the world, the universe, your circumstance. So always coming back to that place of stillness and rest as your foundation. From there, you can engage. It's like you go from stillness starts motion, motion creates life. We come back to the source of that. That's the process. Anyways, the more you do that, the more your physiology, your brain connects to it, and you can feel the effects, in the way your brain feels now. It's working in a much slower, rhythmic pace, isn't it? Great. So on Monday at 4:30, I'm going to carry on with my occasional talks. We're going to get into a series now of being proactive, taking care, actually, and looking after ourselves, because, it's been a hell of a year and it continues. And in order to stop problems coming, we have to, I think, do certain things in self-caring. And so I'm just going to do a few parts, possibly 4 or 5 parts. And part 1, I think, will be about being proactive with our emotional self-caring, I think. So a little chat on that Monday, 4:30 GMT, and I'll be back next Saturday for another one of these. And I wish you well.